Hello everyone, it's Erica with Craftinated, and today I'm going to be doing a Thanksgiving meal planner in my Archer and Olive journal. So there is going to be a printable available for you on the Archer and Olive blog post that you can print out and use you can use that to either organize what you're going to write into your journal, or you could just use it in lieu of the journal, either way. But what I have to use today is I have some various acrylograph pens, a caliograph, some microns, a brush pen, my stamps, a stamp pad, and a stamp block, and my A5 Archer and Olive journal. So we're going to go ahead and just get started using this, but I just want to talk about the printable really quick. So for the printable, we have several different categories. We have appetizers, desserts, entree, sides, and then there's a shopping list, and then a timetable. The timetable goes from 3 to 4 weeks, 1 week, 2 to 3 days, the day before, and the day of. And when I get into making mine in my journal, I'll show you what I'm going to do with all those different types of sections. So to get started, I'm just going to do some hand lettering for my Thanksgiving meal plan, and then we'll do some stamping to decorate. So I always do my hand lettering in pencil first. It's just a preference. I'm still kind of learning how to hand letter, so I do try to give myself a guide when I do it. So if you need to do that as well, I go over it lightly with my mechanical pencil, and then I just make sure that I erase everything. Just make sure you have a good eraser and you give yourself ample time to dry. So now that I've finished the hand lettering portion, I'm gonna move on, and that way I can come back and decorate everything at the end. So we're gonna go right into the next page, which is dishes, and then we have a shopping list, and then we have the timetable, just like we did in the printable. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my header up here with dishes, and I'm going to use one of my pretty colors from the acrylographs. This one is boysenberry, and I'm just going to write dishes, and then I'm going to write on all these things here. Now I didn't write appetizer or entree or sides because I have it kind of broken up where these are going to be my appetizers, these are going to be my entree and sides, and this is going to be dessert. So I'll just write those out and I'll go through them once they're done. So I'm just using a capitalized lettering, kind of long and skinny, and I'm going to do that for every single one. But then for the things I wrote on here, for the appetizers, I have a meat, cheese, and veggie / fruit tray. I have a cheese ball. My mom makes one every year, super good. Mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole, rolls, gravy, stuffing, corn casserole, green bean casserole, turkey, and of course pumpkin pie. So now that I've finished the dishes section, I'm going to go on to the shopping list, just putting the header on, and we'll come back to decorate all of the pages all as one. So let me go ahead and just write shopping list at the top here with one of my pretty acrylographs. This is the mustard from the Jewel collection. And I'm not going to fill in my shopping list just yet because I haven't looked up my recipes. And now we're going to move on to the timetable. So I'm going to use, this is the blush pink acrylograph, and I'm just going to write timetable at the top. And I'm again just using that same lettering that I've been using throughout. So now that we have the timetable on here, I'm just going to go ahead and write out my schedule, and I'll go through all of that with you. So we broke this up into 3 to 4 weeks, 1 week, 2 to 3 days, day before, and day of, just like we did in the printable. For 3 to 4 weeks, I have find recipes, create shopping list, and buy turkey. At 1 week, we're going to look at the turkey and determine the weight and see how long it needs to thaw for and make a timetable for that. Do the grocery shopping, and then finalize your head count. At 2 to 3 days, we're going to leave out our bread for stuffing, and then we're going to make our dessert. The day before, we're going to make our appetizers and do any type of food prep we can do, cut or wash vegetables, whatever. And the day of, we're going to make the dinner and we're going to enjoy it with our friends or family or however you'd like to celebrate. So now I'm going to go back through and I'm just going to decorate all my pages. I too like them to look fun, and I always like to have a header page. That's why I did this Thanksgiving meal plan one in the front. So I'm just going to put some stamps on it. I have some leaves and some different types of fall looking vegetation that I'm going to put on there. And then I'm just going to use the same acrylograph colors that I've been using throughout to kind of put in just some color and just to make it really fun. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to the next page and do a very similar type of decoration. So we're just going to use our calligraph to kind of break out those sections from appetizers to entrees and side dishes and then dessert. And then we're going to do some more stamping. So I put the eraser underneath because I'm not very far in the journal and I want to be able to stamp and make it flush. So for the shopping list, I just broke it up in half and used my Tombow just to kind of give it some interest and to make the list on. And then I just used some more stamps and some more acrylographs to give it just a little bit of flair. And very similar with the timetable where I used my brush pen and my stamps and my acrylographs to make it look fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you recreate any of this spread or if you use the printable, please post your creations with the hashtag Archer and Olive Community. I would love to see what you create, and I hope everyone is able to celebrate in the way they want to this year. And don't forget to get the printable at archerandolive.com.